welcome everybody. Laz here. So today we're going to do not a quick lab, but quick enough. All right, where it's going to be on IPv6 unicast routing, the importance of IPv6 unicast routing. So in your CCNA, your Network Plus, CCNP, all these networking courses, you got the right instructor, obviously. They're going to talk to you about that IPv6 unicast routing. If you're configuring IPv6 and you want to route in IPv6, you need to turn that on, which is true. You need to turn that on, IPv6 unicast routing. Under global configuration, you need to turn that on. But it's much more than just that. Now, I have a lab, GNS3, all right, because that we're going to do the unicast routing. We're going to route using RipNG, no big deal, all right? But I want to focus on that the addresses in IPv6 unicast routing and how you can, if you're going to enable the EUI64, how is that going to work? If you're going to actually receive an IP address or not. All right, so we'll take a look at a little IPv6 lab that I created in GNS3. Very little, very simple. But we need to understand these different addresses. Yes? All right, so let's go ahead. I have it open this time. Have it open. And there's GNS3. Okay, so here's a PC. Obviously, there's nothing there, right? R1, there's nothing. R2, and then 3, and then the other PC. So those are the networks that are going across right here. The 2001 3200 beef 1000, 2000, and 3000. Using the, if you don't know what you're doing in IPv6, just put a 64-bit. That's what they say. And then then we're going to be using IPv6 unicast routing for the interfaces. Well, we're going to be using IPv6 unicast routing, period. But you're going to see how this PC will get an automatic IP address. This is why I tell everybody, let me go back in before we start again. This is why I tell everybody not to worry about the interface ID so much in IPv6. I mean, there's like 1,000,001 ways to get an automatic IP address with IPv6. So don't sweat it. Okay, so let's go back in there. Boom, 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 boom. All right, so let's do this. Let's do this. Config, I am not going to type IPv6 unicast routing on purpose, so you can see what's going on. So I'm going to do router 1. We're going to interface F0/0. And we're going to say IPv6 address. Yes, indeed. All right, we're going to do 2001, 3200. Beef. You got to have fun with it. I mean, seriously. 1000, : I don't know, 64. We'll use the nice little feature, EUI dash 64. Which does what? It gives us an interface ID, right? We do a no shut on there. Awesome. So let's take a look at it real quick. Show IPv6 in brief. And there it is. You can see your link local address right there. And if you don't know, you should know that this FFE there, right? That's what EUI64 does. Which in the Cisco's case is taking the MAC address of the interface of the S00, breaking it up and smacking that thing in the middle because the MAC address is 48 bits long, and then it just breaks it up and puts this. But obviously, if we look at the MAC address, we're not going to get into the UL bit. You know, it flips the 7th bit. So if it's on, it turns it off. If it turns it off, it turns it on. Whatever the case may be. All right, but that's a combination of the MAC address and the interface and the FFE that EUI64 put in there. But more importantly, let's take a look at this command. Know this command. Show IPv6 interface F00. All right, and now we see this. We see this. What is this? What is this? This is the all nodes address. It's a multicast for all nodes. It's the same thing. This is the second part of the second 24 bits, whatever. Don't worry about that. But this means that it's going to send an all nodes address. What does that mean? Well, what does that mean? It's a multicast because it's FF, right? But it's an all nodes. So what does that mean to this PC? So let's do an IP auto. And what? Oh, it's lowercase. Sorry. Programmers. Because somebody telling us what's Linux, lads, it's Linux. So I didn't get any IPv6 address. I didn't get one, right? Because it didn't says ICMPv6 router solicitation. The router didn't answer because I'm missing the all routers address. That's why I'm missing the FF02::2. Well, why am I missing that? Because of the IPv6 unicast routing. So if I do this, IPv6, uppercase, IPv6, unicast routing, UWR, and then I go inside, the same command, it's going to up arrow that command, right? And there she is, right here. The all routers. So we come here, the up arrow, and now I got an IPv6 address. So it is just not for routing purposes. There's other things that get involved with that. We're just going to do this one today real quick. But you can see that that is important. You need that FF02::2 because it's an all routers address. So when you got that neighbor, it's looking for a router solicitation, right? So I can get an IP address. It wasn't doing it because all I had was the FF02::1. Now I have the ::02 all routers. All right. That's why now I got that. And now, well, let me show you what I got. All right. Now I got this guy right here. Bam. So that's why this PC1, received an actual IPv6 address using the EUI64. Cool beans. Cool beans. All right, let's continue, shall we? Well, let's do the other side. We're going to do it statically. Config T, interface F0/1. It's very simple. IPv6 address 2001 3200 beef 2000. This is, by the way, the subnetting that you'll probably just need to know for your CCNA or any other test. Not real subnetting, just like using a Setter24. So what do you want to? Let's give it a static IP address. Let's do A. Why? Because. Why not? No shut that. Cool. F2. Config T. Interface F2/0. IPv6 address. And look what I didn't do. The IPv6 unicast routing. That's okay. We'll do it afterwards. IPv6 address 2001:3200 beef 2000 B/64. That's what's fun about IPv6, right? That you can go ahead and use letters and numbers. You can have a whole bunch of fun with it. So let's do a ping 2001 :3200 beef 2000. No. 8. 2001. Did I turn on? Do you show should you show IPv6 in brief? Yeah, I didn't turn on. Genius. I'm such in a hurry. F2/0. And listen, this is where troubleshooting comes in, okay? F2/0. So when you're making mistakes, be happy about it. Don't say, oh my God, what a newbie mistake. No, that's good. So you know what comes up, and now you can fix it. Okay? If you never make a mistake in your life, you didn't learn anything. You might as well call yourself a data entry person. Oh, let's up arrow. Let's ping. Hey, we can ping now. So let's go ahead and turn on, since we're here, IPv6 unicast routing. We didn't do it. All right, and let's go to the F00 interface F0/0. All right, and then we're going to do IPv6 address. That's going to be 2001 3200 beef 3000 :/64 EUI-64 UWR. Lovely. Let's take a look at it. Show IPv6 in brief. Lovely. There it is. Outstanding. Let's do a show IPv6 interface F0/0. We see our all nodes is there. We see our all routers is there. Beautiful. Let's take a look. Oh, let's do the IP auto, lowercase. But what? Wrong answer, bro. What? Did I not turn this on either? All right, that's too many times, last. Show IPv6 in brief. Yep, sure. What is wrong? Interface F0/0. No shate. French, by the way. For those of you who didn't know. Show IPv6 in brief. There you go. Up arrow. Lovely. There it is right there. All right. So we got IP addresses. Oh, let me get back in here. All right. So we got IPv6 addresses all the way across. We did one using the EUI64 format or SLAC. Okay. And then we have a static addressing in between the two routers 1 and 2. Okay. So now let's route in RipNG. Look how simple this is. Why are we not using IPv6? Okay. Stop already with the nonsense. Stop hanging out. Stop trying to hang on for dear life with IPv4. Jesus. Okay. So we're going to do a RipNG. Very simple. Oh, I better show you. There we go. All right. Here we go. So we're going to go exit right here. We're going to go to interface F0/0. IPv6 RIP1. It's an actual process. RIP1 enable. Yeah, very difficult. And F01. Up arrow. There we go. RIP1 enable. And then we go to 2. Same old, same old. RIP is RIP. The only thing difference is the way that we're doing. Well, you can actually do this on IPv4 too, but IPv6 is what we're doing. Interface F2/0. Everything else from RIP stays the same. IPv6 RIP1 enable, and then 00. A little math there. Programming now. Barrel. UWR. TWR. So let's see if it's working. All right, you can do this. Show IPv6 protocols. There you can see you're using RIP1 right there. You have connected routes and all that good stuff. So let's do a show IPv6 route. We can look at the routing table. And we see right here that we can go ahead. But we want to go ahead and ping PC1 from PC1. So that will be the test, right? So we're going to come here. We're going to copy this. And then we're going to come over here to, oh, wrong answer. Packet tracer syndrome. All right. Ping. Paste. And we ping across. Very, very simple, very easy to do. Let me come back over here. All right. So IPv6 addressing it itself, it's not really hard. Okay. It is simple. You just got to practice it just like everything else. All right. I know that a lot of you out there saying we have calculators and we have programs that can do it for us. Then you better pray to the networking gods that nothing happens to your calculators and to your automated stuff that you're doing. And then you have to get in there behind the scenes and do it manually. And then you're going to be out of gas. All right. Because everything that I've seen in the past 20 some odd years, teaching and doing, is that people don't know how to IP address in full IPv4 and especially in IPv6. Okay. So it is easy. We can do it and we need to do it. IPv6 unicast routing, it's important, not just for routing, but for other things as well, as you just saw here in the lab. Cool. The way to learn this is to mimic this lab, do it over and over and over and over. RTR, reinforced training. That's it. Very simple. 2 routers, 2 PCs, done deal. Cool. I'll see you next time.